bringing to the stage. Met her briefly. She seems like maybe not an alien, but I'm gonna ask her anyways. Please welcome to the stage, Lindsey Melanson.
Hey y'all, how's it going tonight? The energy is just incredible in here. Thank you so much. Wow. So I don't remember anything about my childhood before learning that Pluto was no longer a planet. I mean, do you honestly remember anything before 2006? Checks out. For those of you who weren't traumatized by that as a child, it's equivalent to telling a elementary school child that purple is no longer a color. It took me years of therapy to earn trust back in the U.S. Education system again. But I will say I am privileged in that is probably one of the most traumatic things that happened to me as a child. Speaking of trauma, I went through a big gay breakup over the summer. I'm doing great, doing fantastic. But as some of you may know, queer people in particular start to look like each other over time in a relationship. For us, it was a little different. We started looking like mother and daughter. And I had the misfortune of being the mother in that situation. She thought it was great. But eventually, hearing that over and over again, and then also hearing mommy in the bedroom, we have to call it. It just was unfortunate. I do feel like part of that I can blame on families who kiss on the mouth, because it just makes it harder for straights to identify us in public. So after the breakup, I started going on Tinder again. A lot of things to like about Tinder, a lot of things not to like. But one of my favorite features is the feature that shows the hottest photo of you first. Not for me, because all of my photos are hot. But for the other person, especially when it's a group photo first, because you know that someone saw their friend and thought it was of them and swiped right, and then immediately realized later that it was the ugly one. I like to swipe right on those people with hopes that I can get their friend's number. Being queer on Tinder has taught me a lot of things. My statistics as a queer person have changed a lot since coming out. I am less likely to get pregnant during sex. It's a lot more likely that both people will say I love you on the first date. It is less likely that I'm going to pass down generational trauma to my children, but it is a lot more likely that I'm going to get shot in a nightclub. Condiments, I feel, can also be inherently gay or straight. Ketchup, obviously straight. Ranch, I would say is bi. I have no further comments on that. And then honey mustard, it's not gay on its own, but it's absolutely gay if you put it on everything. That is all I have for you tonight, and thank you so much for your time. I'm not an alien.